Alright guys, for those of you tuning in, we are live here on Ramsey, here in the city of Banning. We have smoke and fire showing from the roof of an abandoned, boarded up building. This is considered a commercial structure. There is an interior attack inside. You can probably hear some chainsaws and saws as they're trying to open up the doors and get that ventilation going. Morongo does have their truck here. Don't quote me on this, but I believe it's a 105-foot ladder that they have. We'll mosey on over to the other side. So if you guys tuned in earlier this morning for the Antonell fire, this is another fire in the same battalion, the 4th fire of the night. So as you can see, this is a common thing here. Another boarded up, burned out building a couple months ago. Now they moved on to the next building. Yeah, Cindy, it's an empty building. I'm sure it wasn't exactly empty, but it's an abandoned building. Most of the time when it gets cold out here, the transients, they like to warm up inside these abandoned buildings, and they get a little fire going so they can keep warm at night. You know, they don't exactly leave the electricity on and going for our the word that was used earlier, the urban, I forget exactly what it was, but Robert Carter might be able to help me out with that. As you can see, we have the Morongo Truck 1, engine 89, 20, 66, 22, and brush 63. Brush 63 is up from the Pine Cove area. So from the looks of it, it does look like there's a partial roof collapse. If you guys are wondering why no one's inside really putting any fire out. It looks like they're kind of going inside on that back side, or maybe they're still on the outside checking it out. Once you get a partial collapse like this, or the integrity of a building is compromised, it basically just becomes a defensible fight. Basically just keep from spreading to other buildings and keep the fire down and fight what you can fight from the outside. You don't want to be caught on the inside of a bad building. So I don't know if anyone that's tuned in right now was following along this morning on the Ensign fire. If you remember, get that first arriving engine. In this case, it was probably 89. They hooked up to the hydrant and got that initial attack line out. They established an incident command, which was most likely the engineer from 89, who's walking here in front of me right now, and has now turned over the command to the battalion chief, who, as we showed earlier, has his accountability board and those radios and basically his mobile command unit set up in his truck here. So what happens is that that command will delegate to the different engine companies that have an Alpha, Bravo, Delta, Charlie side. Each side corresponds with the building. And each engine company will have their... You want to tell us going?
Oh, you don't press.
Each engine company will have their job as to what they're doing. They'll have what like we talked about earlier, the rig team, in case anything does go south. They're standing by, and they'll be able to rescue anyone that needs rescuing. Take a look inside, see if I can get a flashlight. There we go, got my flashlight. You'll be able to see that roof that kind of came down a little bit. This is the truck company and the engine company. You can see their Inside of the helmets, they got an E for engine, T for truck. They belong with the Morongo Fire Department. Now, although Morongo has their own fire department, what goes on is they have what's called mutual aid. The County of Riverside will ask for their assistance to certain calls. They'll come out to those calls and assist the county in whatever they can. As you can see here, they have their ladder truck. That ladder is, I believe, 105 feet. Don't quote me on that one, but you know, they can get up over the roofs and get some water down. Also, they can get on the roof and provide that ventilation. As we were talking earlier, in this case, just like in this case, where we have those overhead power lines, it's not exactly practical for these trucks to get in here and try to get on the roof. They're mostly providing some light to the incident, and if needed, some water. Alright guys, so we'll be back in a little bit if anything develops, but as of now, get some pictures and some more video and post it up on our Instagram, EN3News_SoCal. Follow along there. Sometimes we always don't have a chance to get live, so we'll post more pictures of incidents and things on there. Also kind of like some firefighter pictures and some engine pictures. We'll get along with the police departments and get with them too on their incidents. Alright, you guys have a good night. Or well, morning at this point.